everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tea and Tolkien Thursdays. Today, I present to you a miniature podcast episode, which will be available for you to enjoy while I get all the other podcast episodes ready for viewing. And if you're new to this channel, be sure hit that subscribe button to get more content from me. Let's get started. J.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, first published in the mid-1950s, has grown to become one of the most beloved and influential works of literature. However, its path to widespread popularity was not immediate. It wasn't until the 1960s that The Lord of the Rings began to capture the imagination of a broad audience, becoming a cultural phenomenon. This essay will explore the factors contributing to the book's surge in popularity during the 1960s, including the socio-political climate, the countercultural movement, the impact of paperback editions, and the role of fan communities. The 1960s was a decade marked by significant social and political upheaval. The Civil Rights Movement, the Vietnam War, and a growing sense of disenchantment with traditional institutions created a fertile ground for alternative ideas and narratives. The Lord of the Rings, with its themes of resistance against oppressive power, the struggle for freedom, and the importance of fellowship, resonated deeply with its zeitgeist of the era. The countercultural movement, encompassing hippies, anti-war activists, and other groups seeking to break away from mainstream society, found in The Lord of the Rings a reflection of their ideals. The book's celebration of nature, criticism of industrialization, and its portrayal of a diverse group of individuals coming together to fight a common enemy, mirrored the values and aspirations of the counterculture. Upon its initial publication between 1954 and 1955, The Lord of the Rings received mixed reviews. While some praised Tolkien's imaginative world-building and narrative scope, others criticized its length and perceived escapism. Despite this, the book developed a modest but dedicated following. One of the critical factors in the book's rise to popularity during the 1960s was the publication of affordable paperback editions. In 1965, Ace Books released an unauthorized paperback edition, which significantly increased the book's accessibility. This was followed by an authorized paperback edition by Ballantine Books. These editions brought The Lord of the Rings to a wider audience, particularly among college students and young adults. The countercultural movement of the 1960s was characterized by a rejection of materialism, a desire for communal living, and a deep connection to nature. The Lord of the Rings embodied these values. The Shire, with its pastoral simplicity and emphasis on community, contrasted sharply with the industrialized and militarized world, appealing to those disillusioned with contemporary society. Many readers in the 1960s interpreted The Lord of the Rings as an allegory for contemporary issues. The One Ring, representing ultimate power and corruption, was seen as a symbol for nuclear weapons, political tyranny, or the dehumanizing aspects of modern technology. The book's emphasis on the natural world and the corrupting influence of industrialization resonated with the growing environmental movement. And that's a wrap for this episode. Thanks for tuning in to explore the fascinating world of The Lord of the Rings. Don't forget to join us next week as we delve deeper into the impact of the book on fan communities, examine the many adaptations of the story, and explore the enduring legacy of J.R. Tolkien's masterpiece. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.
May